Wow, every Nigerian needs to see this.
You see the red line coming from Lagos that stops at Ikeja bus stop. That red line will now extend through that filling station, that Jeep you are seeing. Is it a Jeep filling station? Through the old GAT, through Babalaki's the airport there, by company, and all the way through the Air Force to the international. So we are connecting it so that from international you can come down, enter that train, and you see yourself at Ikeja bus stop all the way. All right, that's the grand plan we have.
The new temporary terminal at Murtala Mohammed International Airport is now fully operational with modern equipment, upgraded facilities, and a well-furnished passenger space designed to improve travel experience during the ongoing renovation of the airport's main international terminal. As Terminal 1 undergoes a major reconstruction and modernization project, airport operations have now been moved to the newly developed temporary terminal, ensuring that international flights continue smoothly while work progresses on the aging facility.
Now, just to tell you, okay, it is not a refurbishment
or renovation.
I'm just explaining what we are doing.
It's a rebuilding.
Complete. We are tearing it down. Only the pillars will remain, the carcass, the decking, everything will go, everything, the floor, everything will go. And they were going to now redesign, total redesign.
How long will this take? How many years?
22 months.
In today's video, we'll be giving you a full tour of the new temporary international terminal, exploring its upgrades, facilities, and modern equipment currently being used at Nigeria's busiest airport. We'll also discuss future plans to connect the Lagos Red Line directly to the international airport, the latest Terminal 1 renovation updates, and new developments surrounding the proposed Lekki International Airport project. Keep watching till the end so you don't miss any important details and insights about some of the biggest transportation and aviation developments currently happening in Nigeria. Inside the Lagos new temporary international terminal. Lagos is changing rapidly. From new rail systems and transport hubs to expanding road infrastructure and large-scale urban developments, Nigeria's commercial capital continues to evolve into one of Africa's fastest-growing megacities. But alongside roads and railways, another major transformation is now taking place in the aviation sector. At the center of this transformation is Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Nigeria's busiest and most important international gateway. For decades, the airport has handled millions of passengers traveling in and out of Nigeria for business, tourism, education, and international trade. However, as passenger traffic increased over the years, concerns also grew about aging infrastructure, congestion, outdated systems, and the need for modernization. Now, Lagos is entering a new phase of airport development. The new temporary international terminal at Murtala Mohammed International Airport is now fully operational, featuring modern equipment, upgraded facilities, and a more organized passenger environment. The terminal became operational after Terminal 1 was shut down for major renovation works and reconstruction works. For many Nigerians and international travelers, This marks one of the most significant aviation infrastructure upgrades currently happening in the country. Although described as temporary, the terminal has been designed to provide a modern and functional passenger experience while construction continues on the main terminal building. Many travelers have already noticed improvements in passenger organization, check-in operations, waiting areas, security screening, and overall movement within the terminal. The goal is to ensure that international operations continue efficiently during the reconstruction period without completely disrupting airport activities. This demonstrates an effort to balance ongoing construction with the practical need to maintain international travel operations at Nigeria's busiest airport.
This is a 22-month project. We've actually commenced the 22-month period. We kicked off by building off a temporary terminal, which is on the same axis as our international airport. It's actually to the west of T2, where the temporary terminal is active. There are 4 airlines that would actually be making use of the temporary terminal. So Air France, KLM, Ethiopian, and I believe Middle Eastern Airlines. Those 4 will be using the temporary terminal. So the temporary terminal is now constructed. We're looking at moving people into that temporary terminal by March. Access control within the airport. So we will be putting in, new technology. So our check-in counters, our baggage handling systems, biometrics. You see some of the e-gates that are more active now. We're going to have a lot more on the outbound as well, making sure that we have integrated command centers within that premises as well. So that's part of what is happening in T1. The layout will also change really around some of the comfort facilities, where the processing areas are, how do you flow so that it makes it a lot more efficient for you from the point of check-in, or even from the point when you get into the airport environment till the point that you step on the plane. That's one. The second is the fact that we also have a transit facility. Murtala, Mohammed is one of the few airports in Africa that has this size of traffic with very few activities around transit. The opportunity for aviation to grow in Nigeria really lies within our transit opportunities. We've seen it work extremely well in the likes of Egypt. So if you look at the Cairo airport, you look at the Addis airport, a lot of the flights that are coming through there and a lot of the passenger traffic and movement is actually driven by transit passengers. So those are passengers who are actually using the airport as a hub for connection rather than making the likes of Addis or Cairo their final destination. So we want a point where people from across other regions within Africa can fly through Nigeria and continue to their onward destinations. We think that that's going to be remarkable. We think that that's really going to drive growth for this sector just beyond the infrastructure updates that we're making. In addition to that, we're going to be doing a lot of work to T2. I know a number of people have asked to say, look, what exactly is wrong with Terminal 2? When Terminal 2 was initially built, there was a litigation with the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria and a concessionaire around the existing location. As such, the dimensions and the sizing of where T2 was built had to be reduced to accommodate the area that was available. We thank the federal government because we've now taken a look at the overall master plan. We've seen that there's some hangars who are actually obstructing the area. we're able to relocate those hangars. That way we can actually extend the finger in T2. Terminal 2 will now be able to accommodate additional 15,000 square meters. And let me tell you what that does. It's not just about increase in space. It's really the fact that in today's environment, we're actually able to only process one wide-body aircraft at a time. So for those of you who fly the likes of British Airways, Lufthansa, and KLM, you realize that you're landing in Terminal 2 today, but we're still moving you over, or you're checking in from Terminal 2, but we're still asking you to go through the finger in T1. That will stop post this reconstruction, because we can actually use T2 as a fully functional facility where we can take more wide-body aircraft and you can actually go through the finger. So if you think about the scope of work for this exercise, it's one, the complete reconstruction of Terminal 1. It is building a transit area. It is also extending the finger of Terminal 2. In addition to the T2 extension, I'm sure most of you know about the congestion that we have at the airport due to some of the design issues that exist. So if you come in through Terminal 2 today, you're actually coming in at the higher level, or the lower level, sorry. So you're coming in at L1 and you're taking escalators with all of your luggage upstairs. That will stop, because we're constructing new access, so entry and exit into the airport area, so that you have more space for you to flow in terms of the traffic flow. You're also able to come in at the same level, so we're putting less pressure on all of the equipment and infrastructure that we have. So I'm really excited to see more of a prominent area, more green spaces around our airport environment, and of course the entry and exit within the airport area much more improved.
Terminal 1 renovation update. The shutdown of Terminal 1 marks a major turning point in the airport's modernization efforts.
So now, once you pass the army checkpoint now, you know there's an army checkpoint just before the airport. We are now designing a bridge. Immediately after the army checkpoint, you are going to veer off the road, and then a bridge will begin to climb that takes you straight to the second floor of that new terminal. So that takes you straight to now departure. We are putting a bridge there. It takes you to departure. Do you understand me? And so you come down there.
There'll be a drop off.
A drop off.
But now you usually drop off. You drop off at one car park.
At one car park.
That takes you,
and then you have to haul your bags up. So now it will just pass that bridge will just pass by the door, by that glass frame of that second floor. And so you will now do. You now stop there, and then walk in straight into departure. So
the original terminal had served Lagos for decades, but many parts of the infrastructure had become outdated. Reports surrounding the renovation project indicate that the reconstruction will involve structural upgrades, replacement of outdated systems, improved safety infrastructure, new mechanical and electrical systems, better passenger handling facilities, and upgraded operational technology. Rather than making minor repairs, authorities appear to be pursuing a much more comprehensive modernization approach. This is important because airports are not just transportation facilities, they are also symbols of national infrastructure and international perception. For many visitors, airports create the first impression of a country. Modernizing Murtala Mohammed International Airport could therefore improve not only operational efficiency, but also Nigeria's global image as an emerging modern economy.
So let me explain that we have two terminals in Lagos. That old building, if you're approaching the airport to that long stretch of road, there's one big building facing you with the Murtala Mohammed Airport boldly written. That is Terminal 1.
That's the one you are pulling down.
That's the one we are pulling down.
Not the one Buhari commissioned.
No, that one is Terminal 2 on the right. As it is today, we are using boats. Why? Because even the one Buhari commissioned cannot take our passengers. So we have to now use a wing of Terminal 1 to complement. In fact, we have used the two wings to complement the new one. You know, it was when we came into office, remember that the new terminal, even though commissioned by Buhari, if you remember, was not functional. Why was it not functional? There were a few design errors that The airline said they were not moving there. In fact, they were adamant that I now gave an ultimatum. If you remember, I gave an ultimatum, and all the civil servants told me, sir, it's not going to work because there were design errors. They're not going to grab you, and all that nonsense. And they said, first of all, you know that wide bodies cannot come in there. Those double aisle, aircraft. They cannot come to anchor. Why? They are design errors. You went to build them when things are, major hangars are blocking the apron or the taxiway into that airport. We're going to pull all that down and expand that apron. And so that airport now can properly take big body aircrafts.
Now, the Terminal 2.
The Terminal 2, when we that, because not only pulling down Terminal 1 to rebuild, we're expanding Terminal 2 and its aprons. What are we doing in Terminal 2 again? If you walk into Terminal 2 now, which is even the new one, we are still touching the new one, spending so much money on it. If you walk into the new terminal now, what do you notice? You have passed through there. You have to now take your bags up to departure. So when you arrive, it's not going straight to departure. And that's a design error all over the world. There's no airport you are coming in the whole world where you have one door. But there's only one door. What if there's a stampede? How can you have one entrance into a big international airport, but there's only one entrance? If you go to all international airports, you see more than 7 entrances. We say even the old one,
as you're being dropped off,
you see different doors, different entrances.
A, B, C, D, and
even the old one. If you remember the old one, Terminal 1. If you remember, picture it. You have different doors.
You have the Qatar, exactly. The BA.
God bless you. You have the picture in your head. Picture this new one, only one door. How? So now, and then when you walk, like I said, when you drive in, you have to now go climb up with your bags, haul them either through the lift or escalator. And God will forgive you if it's not working. You have to then physically climb the stairs with your bags.
Future plans to connect the Red Line to the airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't arrive at the station. Passengers disembark now this ticket to please mind themselves while they disembark the train.
Do you design a train service within it?
No, that one is coming aside because you know that red line, it's not contained in this bill of quantities.
Yeah.
But that red line, that's a separate one that we are doing with PPP.
Another important aspect of Lagos's transportation transformation involves future plans to connect the Lagos Red Line directly to the international airport. This could become one of the most significant transportation upgrades for Lagos commuters and travelers. Airport rail connections are common in major global cities because they improve accessibility and reduce dependence on road transportation. In Lagos, traffic congestion remains one of the city's biggest challenges. Connecting the Red Line rail system to the airport could reduce travel times, improve accessibility, reduce pressure on airport roads, improve commuter convenience, and encourage greater use of public transportation. For travelers, this could eventually provide a faster and more predictable alternative to road travel, especially during peak traffic periods. The integration of rail transportation with airport infrastructure also reflects Lagos's broader vision of building a more connected and modern transportation network. The proposed Lekki International Airport. Beyond the ongoing renovation of Murtala Mohammed International Airport, another major aviation discussion is gradually gaining attention: the proposed Lekki International Airport project. The idea of building another international airport in Lagos may seem surprising to some people, but there are several reasons why experts believe it could become necessary in the future. Lagos is already one of Africa's largest urban economies and continues growing rapidly in population and commercial activity. As the city expands, passenger demand is also expected to increase. A second major airport could reduce pressure on existing infrastructure, support future economic growth, improve aviation capacity, strengthen cargo and logistics operations, and improve regional connectivity. Many global megacities operate multiple major airports because a single airport eventually becomes insufficient for long-term demand. As Lagos continues expanding rapidly, the city may eventually require additional airport capacity to support future growth. This is especially important because major developments are already transforming the Lekki corridor. These include the Lekki Deep Sea Port, Dangote Refinery, free trade zones, large residential developments, industrial projects, and expanding commercial infrastructure. As economic activity increases within the Lekki-Epe axis, transportation demand is also expected to rise significantly. The proposed Lekki International Airport is therefore viewed by many as a long-term strategic infrastructure project that could support business growth, tourism, cargo operations, international travel, and future urban expansion. Although discussions and planning surrounding the airport continue, many people are closely watching to see how the project develops over the coming years. The transformation currently taking place at Murtala Mohammed International Airport represents an important moment for aviation infrastructure in Nigeria. The new temporary terminal, ongoing renovation of Terminal 1, future rail connectivity plans, and discussions surrounding the Lekki International Airport project all point toward a broader vision for the future of transportation in Lagos. As Lagos continues evolving into a modern megacity, efficient and modern aviation infrastructure will become increasingly important for economic growth, tourism, business activity, and international connectivity. While challenges remain, these developments suggest that Lagos is actively preparing for the future. The new temporary terminal may only be a transitional solution, but it also offers a glimpse into what a more modern airport experience in Nigeria could look like. And for many Nigerians, that alone represents meaningful progress. What do you think about the new temporary terminal and the future of aviation in Lagos? Do you believe Lagos needs another international airport? And how important do you think rail connectivity will be for the airport's future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss updates on Lagos, Nigeria, Africa, and major developments shaping the continent.